Welcome back to Everything's Funny at 3 a.m. My name is Yawg, and we just got back from killing a whole lot of people inside of a hotel. And I am apparently alone now. I'm so lonely. But, ooh, here we go. Let's talk to you. Hey, I acquired this drone. Can you get it back up and running again? I love working on old drones. Can't make you use, but either way, it's on the house. I'll leave it in your hands. Thank you. Alright, how do I wonder if I have to get it back from her. Who are you? Kami! Kami. Hello, Kami. 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 Tips' invisible hat. Hey, remember, my name is Kami. Were you looking for something? Oh. Who are you, for one thing? Ears outside the cafe. They call me Kami. I wear a couple of hats, a barista, a gopher. My ears are open. Let's just say I like trading stories. So I can count on you to hear what's going on. Like I said, only if it's something just going on, or if Octone wants me to tell you something, but that's rare. Maybe his ears and hands, but he's enough voice all to himself. He doesn't seem to be afraid to use it either. Not in the slightest. Since you just moved here, I'll give you some advice. He's got a finger with a lot of pies. I've seen what happens when he doesn't prove someone or something. Pissing him off can't be worth it, at the very least. It won't be good coffee. You won't be able to get good coffee in this town again. She grins cheekily. Oh, what's the story between you and Octane? Oh, surely you've guessed. You're not serious. You lucky bastard. I thought she was your, niece or something. That lucky bastard. You wish. You're seriously good. I'll tell you about it sometime. Right now I have errands to run. Come over sometime and we can chat over hookah or something, yeah? She lazily tips her invisible hat before turning and focuses on the common wrist. Okay, cool. Who do I want to talk to? I want to talk to the drug guy. You're not talking to me right now? Who was the drug dude? I'm gonna hook dude up with Jazz. Jazz hands. Das kleiner Beiner. Talk to you. For a combo, so you think you can produce something like that? Oh, I mean, man, I can hook you up right. I can hook you up right now. Yes. Would you like some of that? Yeah. Show me what you got. So, okay, so I can hook him up with stuff, and he hooks me up with stuff. That's cool. It's 2 movement and 2 AP for 1 round. Okay, cool. Yeah, I am not big on the use of drugs in this game because most of the time, as far as I understand it, there may or may not be some kind of horrifyingly bad thing to happen to you. I'm really glad I didn't buy that other drone, though. That kind of would have sucked. Let's see what else we got here. I'm going to talk to Beckenbrow. See if he talked to my lady. Come on. Yeah, there we go. How's Silk doing? Yes, you mentioned that you had sent her. I don't know what you told her, Yawg, but whatever you did, it worked. Silk's determination is truly inspiring. A crime habit can be a difficult thing to beat, but I doubt that she will make. I don't doubt that she'll make it. No questions, just passing by. Thank you. I'm glad she's doing good. Let's go in. We found ourselves a new recruit. You got anything to say about it? Got that drone fixed yet? Things take time. Make a little progress, though. Okay. Before I go, I'm going to hold off to buy anything until I do this thing, just because I think I can sell some stuff at the same time. Plus, I want to check to see if I got paid from that one thing. I don't know if that counts for a day or what. Dante! You do, Dante. You're a good boy. Look now. Dog lets out a small whine and rubs his head against your leg. Pet him. Woof. There you go. Dietrich. What do you have to say, Dietrich? Hey, boss. What can I do for you? Hey, holding up. Seems to take Mondo's death a little harder than others. Dietrich shakes his head. Wistful expression. No harder. But I'm less buttoned up than the others. A girl never let herself show any weakness and glory. Well, she's too full of chrome to feel much of anything. He shrugs. Me, I don't give a damn. I spent too much of my life putting on a show already. For others already. I used to be in a punk band way back when. Believe it or not, I spent a pretty good chunk of my life on the stage. Whenever we weren't playing, I was living up our fans' expectations. Spouting off, getting in fights, getting drunk, getting laid. Not a bad life, all things considered. Wait a second, you can sing? I was a front man for a punk band, boss. Fuck no, I can't sing. Ha! Oh, it wasn't that bad around the crowd. What was your band called? Maybe I heard of it. Doubt it, boss. We never got any airplay. Let's spit it all, old man. Fine, if you insist. The band was called Master Kampf. Spelled out just like sound big, capital letters. We weren't a big act or anything. Well, we sold a few records here and there, toured around Europe. We had a decent following in England, and we holed up in London from 31 to 36. We spent most of our time slumming around the East End, picking up enough Cockney to irritate the folks back home. That's why he has it. Truth be told, the whole chapter of my life is a bit of a blur. Didn't think our fans or our fame. We didn't know what to do with our fans or our fame. We sure as shit didn't care about the money. All that matters was staying young, getting drunk and angry. Takes a moment to examine his gnarled hands and smile on his face. Managed to get a second too. Good God, where's the time gone? District shakes himself in Missouri and looks back at you. With that familiar, easy grin returns to his face. Anyway, boss, everything ends eventually. I washed my hands of that years ago. So let's change the subject, if you don't mind. Front band are running in the shadows. Any thoughts about the last one? Yeah, we found windows. That's something, I guess. The whole thing leaving me uneasy, boss. At least we have a direction to look in. How'd you go in front of... Wasn't big enough as a saying. Already had healthy disrespect for authority. We used magic back it up. One thing is nice. One nice thing about shamanism: as long as you keep your idol happy, it doesn't matter what else you do. The Dragon Slayer chose me to be his servant. As long as I'm scrapping with someone bigger than me, he doesn't much care as what I do on stage or in the shadows. Tell me about the Dragon Slayer. He shrugs. Not much to tell. He chose me when I was just a kid. I could always feel him in my heart, goading me to laugh louder, hit harder, and get rowdier than the rest. Of course, my family didn't understand, but the hell with them. I thought. I knew I was destined for greater things. So I listened to him. I cracked the skulls of a lot of people. He saw this and he was pleased and rewarded me with magic. Used that magic to crack bigger and thicker skulls and so on. Simple life, but it's a good one. Take it easy, boss. Yeah, thank you. Let's talk to Yawg. Yawg. I feel bad that I don't know her name. Yawg. Look, I owe you an apology. Oh, is that so? Yeah, it is. When Monica died, I was pissed and probably doesn't come as a huge surprise. But I took my anger out on you and I shouldn't have. Seeing Winter's Light reminds me. You couldn't have done anything to help Monica, and I couldn't have either. We're dealing with something new. Monica's a good friend of mine. Her death hurt. I got carried away. I said some things that I shouldn't have. I want to apologize for that. Her body relaxes as she begins to turn away. Anyway, that's all that I had to say. Here are a few things that I want to say. Go ahead. Nobody's stopping you. I accept your apology. Some backbone. That's good to see. Don't worry, Yawg. I won't question your confidence again. Not in front of others, at least. But I won't lie. I still have concerns about you. That's your prerogative. But don't forget who leads this team. I won't. She turns away. You should go, fearless leader. I've got prep work to do for our next run. And would have got important things to watch my packing gear. Glory! What do you have to say, Glory? You gonna say anything, Glory? Yawg, need anything? Everything still okay with you? You never need to worry about me, Yawg. I'm fine. I'd still like to know more about the crumb you're sporting. That's not a story that I'm interested in telling out of context. If you really want to know about it, we're going to have to go back, way back. She stares at you with cold, dead eyes. I'm not sure you want to do that. You say you give me answers to talk about your past, so let's talk about it. Why do you care? There's no hostility in her voice. If anything, she sounds suspicious. Because I'm the leader of the team, and I need to know much more about the runners that are working with me. Alright, fine. We can talk. But we're doing it on my terms. This is a long story, Yawg. Long, ugly, and cruel. Are you sure you want to hear this? Please. Alright, we're going to start at the beginning. Not for you, but for me. I guess that might help you to say this all out loud. She takes a deep breath and slowly releases it. When she speaks, her voice comes out in a cool monotone. My family lived in Stuttgart. It was a nice place. My parents worked for wage slaves for IFMU. My mom was a good person. Once upon a time, my father told me my father was a decent person as well. That's what my mom always told me, but I never knew him that way. She pauses for a long moment, and she begins to speak again. Some of the ice has fallen out of her voice. For the first time, Glory sounds alive. The dad I knew was an old, damaged Euro war vet who had turned to hardline religion to make sense of the world. In Stuttgart, that meant either Ritter Christian or his fascist cousin, the Cruise Riders. My father chose the latter path. What the fuck? I still remember hiding in my room when my father had his Cruise Rider brothers over for a prayer group. They would drink and get rowdy, and spend an hour or two riling themselves up, talking about heretics or the devil's work. Then they'd go find some poor elf or dwarf, stomp the living shit out of him, and drowned him in the Neckar. Must be a river. Meanwhile, I'd be holed up at home with Mom, who would commemorate the event by drinking a bottle or two of wine and crying herself to sleep. Just elves and dwarves, I'd assume the mage or an orc would be a more tempting target. Okay. And it's Crusaders pushing some Sorry to hear that. Just elves or dwarves? You mean pick on a victim who could fight back? Glory shakes her head. No, my father and his pack of jackals weren't up for that kind of trouble. They'd had more than enough of real combat as they were young men in the Euro Wars. They just wanted to feel big and control their lives again, and that didn't matter to them who they hurt in the process. Anyway, aside from the fact that my dad and his buddies were a bunch of murderous assholes, life was pretty normal. I went to school, made friends, hung out with my mom, kid stuff. When I turned 14, everything went to shit. Glory pauses and swallows hard. Ever so slightly, her cheeks flush red. Really? Suddenly self-conscious, she snapped out of her trance. Her voice comes over quickly and emotion disappears. Are you gonna step out? Is Glory helping? Yes, it is. Glory stares at you through cold, but I'm not going to be able to get through this one sitting. You need to understand that. Now, let's get back to the job at hand, shall we? Yep. So where the fuck is Blitz? He didn't steal my shit, did he? Ooh, I've got an unread message. Commissioning your services. Representatives, we have a cafe nearby. Your name is Luke. They're expecting you to come alone. You have 0 unread messages. Where is my... Open my jobs directory. Here's the notes on completed jobs. Completed jobs. Back to the root. I guess I haven't gotten paid because I guess that would kind of pop up on there and be like, you just got paid. Okay. And now that we've gone through all that bullshit, let's go back to what Paul Amsel says. But let's do that next time on Everything Funny at 3 AM.